Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Bad Moon's Orbit. I am, as always, your twin-tailed comet, Dalton Montgomery.
And I'm Darian Smart, and seagulls can detect food up to 3 miles away.
We are excited to welcome you back to what will be our concluding episode, talking about the Age of Chaos. We're looking at a sea change coming up here after some big events this episode, so I hope you're in for a bit of a ride. But before we get into that, Darian, do you have a games thing that you would like to talk about?
Yeah.
To open the episode.
Yeah, I do. I have mentioned Disney Lorcana in the past, so this is that adjacent, where I've just decided to formally give in to the fact that, I'm just going to collect these cards. But the trick was how to collect the cards. What's the best way to do it? And I was like, do I get a bunch of sleeves? Do I get the boxes? And then I thought, well, no. Because I don't want to play the game. I have no interest in learning how to play the game. That's just not, that's not why I'm doing this. I just want to look at the pretty cards. So the solution is clearly I need to store them in a way that makes it most easy to see all the pretty cards.
Absolutely.
So I took a page from our friend Lucy, who has tons of Pokemon cards, and she does not play the card game. So she has just binders that she organizes them all in and is actively currently reorganizing them and sorting them based on each card generation. It's a massive project she is elected to undertake. So I just went out and brought like a pretty binder and some card sleeves. And that's how I'm organizing them, just based on, I'm just organizing them by movie property and then in order of what cards I liked the best.
Hell yeah. I love that. I have seen Lucy's Pokemon card collection. It is awe-inspiring.
It is massive.
Yes, absolutely.
A library of Pokemon card binders.
Absolutely.
What about you, Dalton?
Yeah, I'm going to pull kind of a weird one. I have been very much enjoying lately a video game called Shapes, specifically Shapes 2, which is one of those games that I have been completely consumed by, but that I cannot recommend to everybody. It is a factory building game, so you have like big deposits of like circles on the map, and you build little mining rigs and they pull circles up from the crust or whatever.
Okay.
And then you put them on conveyor belts, and you have to deliver, like, maybe you have to deliver a bunch of semicircles. So you got to run them through machines that cut them in half and then deliver them to the thing, or you have to deliver a bunch of red semicircles and blue semicircles. So you cut them in half, and then you divert them, and you run them through things that paint them the right color.
Okay.
And it goes all the way up to where you're delivering like a shape that's like a quarter of a square and part of a diamond and all different colors, and it's stacked on top of a different shape that's all, and you just get this huge labyrinthian series of conveyor belts and machines, and it's great if you're into that.
It
probably looks insane if you're not, but I've quite enjoyed it. Shout out to a game I really liked. I'm really liking.
That's good.
Yeah. But away from mechanics, we are going to be talking about, like I said, the kind of big finale regarding the Age of Chaos. So a little bit of a catch-up if it's been a second between hearing episodes with us.
Or recording episodes.
Yeah, or recording episodes. Yep. Just to peek behind the curtain. We talked about how chaos got into the world. We talked about each of the chaos gods kind of finding their foothold. Khorne inspiring violence in Aqshy with the Red Feast and Korgos Kol. Tzeentch playing off of the ambition of the Caradron, the sky pirate dwarf folks.
Capitalists.
Yeah, the capitalist dwarf folks.
Who killed a magnetic griffin.
Yeah. Killed the lone griffin, spun the entire realm of Chamon in on itself like a spiral as the Magnesis went crazy. Poor Lariel in the realm of life, overwhelmed by Nurgle, also a god of life, as her realm was subsumed to disease, and then our fave, Slaanesh, still trapped between Kishinolgu, but their demons pouring into the realms in search of them or to usurp them. And the Great Horned Rat, always so easily forgotten, his Skaven burrowing through the realms from Skaven Blight, now suspended in the sky.
Fucking wild.
Right.
It's just in the sky.
Yep. We love those crazy rats. So all of this happens, like the chaos incursions that happen across the realms happen pretty quickly, one after the other. They're not all like the exact same time, but when chaos strikes, it tends to strike hard. The whispers have been there for a long time. This is the prestige where everything comes together, which means that the time between the first inklings of like, oh, chaos is here, it's a problem, we need to push back against it, and actually getting mobilized where everyone can like respond and do their thing is a pretty short time frame. So things go bad for a little bit. We don't have exact timelines on all this stuff in the Age of Myth, but things go bad for a little bit before Sigmar specifically, who has done his job.
Yeah, it does sound like Sigmar has... Well, listen. He's done one of his jobs.
Right.
One of his jobs. His job of this is my world, and I'm going to make sure that it's all good. Great. Okay, chaos didn't get in there. But the other job that you took upon yourself was like, I'm going to get a team together.
Right.
But no one's answering any texts.
No. He put a lot of faith in the self-guidedness of his peers, and instead a lot of them pulled the chaos god into the world and chained it up.
Yep.
Or set about conquering the realm of death. Thanks, Nagash.
Thanks, Nagash. Nagash, who really definitely could have just probably body slammed Nurgle.
Right.
And would have been just done if he had answered his goddamn cell phone.
Right. We still don't know what's up with Nagash. We're going to maybe find out what's up with Nagash during this time period of this episode.
I'm sure it'll be a totally justified reason why he didn't answer anybody's goddamn calls.
I'm sure. But before so Sigmar is preparing for war. He has been prepared for war. He has fostered kind of a warrior culture amongst a lot of the native peoples of Azir. Not intensely, but definitely, okay, some of you need to be prepped and ready, and this will be like a multi-generational project that when I call you to war, we're going to fight chaos. So he gets all those people together, marches them on the Ignis Gate, which is the realm gate that connects Azir to the Great Parch in Aqshy. Before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about something that hasn't come up very much yet while we're discussing the realms. People who are already familiar with the setting might think it odd that it hasn't come up till now, but it's not really important until now. So we're going to mention it now.
Okay. Okay. What is it?
So when we're talking about travel between the realms, realm gates are the main way people travel between the realms.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions. Caradron still travel by realm gate, but they've actually found like naturally occurring realm gates like way up in the clouds that they fly their ships through. So they don't use the main realm gates, which is part of why they've been able to like corner trade and all that. And then, like I said, Skaven can burrow through reality. Seraphon, the lizard people who are back, they're on their like temple spaceships and they can just fly between the planes, which is fun. But in addition to all the naturally occurring ones that just kind of pop up around the realms, there are a series of very special ones, one in each realm, that all lead to the same place that is itself outside the realms.
What?
Yes.
Whoa.
There is a like terminal, basically, a grand central station for the realms that, as far as anyone can tell, is also naturally occurring.
Okay.
It is called the All Points.
Okay.
And it is its
Good name.
own, it is its own subrealm that basically only contains realm gates to the other 8 realms.
I'm picturing that plug-in portal space in Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, a little bit, honestly. Like it's natural landscapes, but it is just dotted with realm gates.
Okay.
And there's little realm gates that lead to all the different
little
realms.
Gates. I don't know why that was so charming, but it gave me just like, I don't know why, like a little Chinatown vibe, like a little Italy vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, there are like living room door-sized realm gates that can occur and stuff. Yeah.
So cute. Yeah. Now I'm getting House Moving Castle vibes.
But the main feature of the All Points are what are referred to as the All Gates. These are realm gates that are massive, far larger than even most naturally occurring realm gates. The kind of thing that you could march an army through.
Interesting. Okay, less charming.
Yes. Or like a huge trade caravan or they're just absolutely massive by the standard of realm gates. There is one All Gate for each of the realms, so 8 in total, and all of them are close to each other in the All Points. Okay. So during the Age of Myth, the All Points becomes a centralized like hub of trade and like cultural stuff. Like all that food that's coming out of Ghyran before Nurgle takes it over, it goes through it goes to the Jade Gate, which is the All Points gate in Ghyran, into the All Points, and then gets divvied up from there and goes through each of those realm gates.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So
But not anymore.
I was gonna say, so during the Age of Myth, it's a thing, but it's like there's nothing like super notable about it. It's a hub for trade.
Yeah, it's like a highway.
Yeah,
you wouldn't talk
absolutely.
about the highway if you were telling a story about a town. It's the highway.
Exactly. So it's important during the Age of Myth, but it comes into focus during the start of the Age of Chaos and this Chaos invasion.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it comes into focus is that basically anyone in the mortal realms with a mind for strategy, upon recognizing that Chaos is back and Archaon is here, right? Grand Marshal of the Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's the bad one.
Yes.
That's the real bad sign.
Yep.
Like, we gotta. Well, that's it for us.
Yep. Just the fact that because Sigmar was partially considering that like Chaos might show up as the disorganized mess it normally is. Like it's corrupting, it's influential, but it's not. Chaos generally is not very good at organized conflict. That's why it took them so long to conquer the old world, if we're being real. They need someone with a mind for strategy. They need someone with skin in the game, and Archaon has always been that.
Yeah.
So the fact that Chaos is here, and specifically Archaon is here, anyone in the mortal realms with a mind for strategy comes to the same conclusion. If Chaos can take the all points, that's it.
That's the end game.
That's the end game.
Yeah.
And they know that if Archaon is aware of the all points, that's where he's going to go first. So even during the Age of Myth, the All Points built fortresses around each of the All Gates. They were aware that it was a strategic point of attack. They knew when Chaos showed up, it would be important to defend. So each of the All Gates has like a standing military presence.
That's good.
To push back. Yeah, they're not caught completely flat-footed, but it is an overwhelming attack. The implication is that while Chaos is emerging kind of its own fruition, now that Archaon is here, he is acting as the strategic mind behind it.
Yeah, it's his job.
Yes. As reports start coming in from other realms, it seems like even demons and whatnot are flooding towards the fortresses at each Allgate almost simultaneously. The strategy is just to hit it from all sides, because if you can get into any of the Allgates, that's
got
the
all
ball
of them.
game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very much a blitz strategy, very much just using that kind of overwhelming, like we have nothing but demons, like go get them thing that Chaos does so well.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Right. And you can see how it's just like absolutely massive, like you could move. You could like relocate a whole city through that end gate, like, or all gate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, wow.
Right. So that's the Genesis gate. That's the one that connects to Ghyran. We also, just for the completionists in the audience, we have the Brimfire gate, which connects to Aqshy, the realm of fire.
Oh.
We have the End gate, which is the one that connects to Shyish, the realm of death. The Mercurial gate, which connects to Chamon.
Of course.
Yep. The Maw gate, which connects to Gur, realm of beasts. Yep. The Penumbral gate, which connects to Ulgu.
Yep.
And I also love the name of.
That's very good.
The Meteoric gate, which connects to Azir, realm of the heavens.
Yeah.
Yep. And it has to be special, doesn't it?
I was waiting for it.
The Archway of Hysh. The only one that doesn't follow the naming pattern.
Fuck off, Techless. Just fuck off.
We know that boy. We know that boy and his games.
Ugh.
So let's talk a little bit about. So we talked about all the demons. We talked about the chaos gods. Let's talk a little bit about Archaon himself.
Yeah.
We talked about him a little bit in the World That Was episode. So I'm gonna touch on kind of the big points. Archaon was raised as a devout priest of Sigmar. He was born to an Empire woman and a Norscan raider. Kind of child of two worlds is a big part of his identity because of that, because he grew up with both the influence of like stability, agriculture, the kind of like civilization empire building thing that Sigmar does very well, but also the take what's yours, eking out existence in unhospitable places. That kind of conflict is core to his original identity, where he he pursued the path of a priest of Sigmar to try and resolve that kind of internal conflict within himself, feeling that call of two different worlds.
Yeah.
So priest of Sigmar for a long time, there is a prophecy that the Everchosen, the true champion of chaos who would end the world, would be born under the same circumstances as Archaon. Sigmar priests find out of Archaon's origin. They trace the prophecy back to him, and they lure him to a Sigmar temple that they then like hit with artillery fire, basically. Just safest thing for the world is if we kill this person who has done us no harm.
Safest thing for the world. Give this person a reason to hate us.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the classic adage, it's even if it's hypothetically the safest thing for the world, it is not the best thing for Archaon. And that is the thing that kind of pushes him. He resists it for a long time.
Yeah.
He does not want to be the Everchosen. He has tried very hard to like build a life for himself where he is like doing good things and helping people. But anywhere he goes, the Empire has already treated him as if he is history's greatest monster. No matter what he does, finally tips him over the breaking point. He willingly accepts the gifts of the Chaos Gods, walks the path to glory, ends the world.
Yeah. You want me to be the bad guy? Fine, I'm the bad guy.
Absolutely. He's history's greatest monster, but he's also a little bit of a sad boy, and we like him for that. I like Archaon. You can relate to a person with the world against them who gets things placed upon them that they didn't choose.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You can't judge the medium for not knowing what medium it is or what genre it's in, right? The characters in a horror movie don't know they're in a horror movie. That's why they act that way. They think they're in an action movie, that they're going to survive at the end. That's why they act that way, okay?
Yep.
Characters faced with prophecy don't have 6th grade social studies to teach him about Greek prophecies and how when you try to go against it, you just create it, right?
Yeah.
Like, the characters in Merlin don't have that, so you can't blame Merlin for trying to stop the Mordred problem. If he hadn't tried to stop the Mordred problem, we wouldn't have had the Mordred problem. And what I'm saying is the thing that makes me most angry, but also, and now just even without knowing, if you try to disrupt the prophecy, you will walk into its path. It also just makes me the most angry when it's like, well, we should kill this person who's done us no harm to stop him from doing us harm. It's like, but that's just not smart, because what you're doing is just giving them a reason to hate you.
Yes, absolutely. Archaon, original name Diedrich, by the way.
Fuck,
Sorry. I should have waited until you were not drinking water for that. Diedrich Caster is his given name.
Which is not that funny of a name.
No,
It is just the juxtaposition of Archaon and Diedrich Caster.
Yep.
His name could have been Justin McElroy, and I've gotten the same response.
Shout out my Bim Bam. Young Diedrich Caster, finding out that he's the subject of prophecy, having the church turn on him, having mentors and friends turn on him, praying, crying out to Sigmar to please alleviate him of this prophecy, alleviate him of this burden, remind everyone that this is not the person he wants to be, and just getting no
That's
response.
not the person he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually.
Absolutely. And just getting nothing, no response in return. And
it's very much what happens to old King Loki in the Marvel comics.
Oh.
We're in the arc that is the Kid Loki arc, where Loki dies and then comes back as Kid Loki. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But you get this character who is also kind of just the original Loki.
Right.
Through machinations, but doesn't necessarily want to be that person. He's like, I have that person's memories, but they're not my memories, right? So you get in the Agent of Asgard books, you have Loki who wants to be a hero. Right. He wants to wipe the slate clean. He wants to just get to be a new person. But he keeps being hounded by the future version of himself, who is old King Loki, who's just classic villainous Loki. Right. And you're like, well, I don't want to be that. But we see in an arc how that happens, and it's after the events of the Age of Asgard comic, where everyone just refers to him as the God of Lies. Where anytime anything happens, anytime he says anything, it's always like, well, what can we expect? You're just the God of Lies. Over and over and over again. So finally he's like, okay, then I'm the God of Lies. Right. I guess that's all I'll ever be to you. And we get this villainous Loki who creates all of these instances that this character has been dealing with. And so the break, and I'll just say that part now because it's great, is the break when our Loki in the modern time, when things happen and they're like, yeah, but I'm not the God of Lies, I'm the God of Stories, and I can beat you. Yeah. And so the break is this character getting the opportunity to be like, nah, actually, I'm gonna do my own thing. Yeah. But that's not what poor Diedrich got to do. No. He doesn't exist in a comic book.
No. Unfortunately, Diedrich's path was picked out for him long before he existed. Also, I want to issue a small correction. It wasn't technically a thing I said wrong, but it's a thing I maybe implied wrong in the World That Was episode. By the time you're hearing this, it's probably been like a year since that episode aired, but whatever.
Yeah. Podcasting.
Yes. I, at one point, referred to Archaon as the first time all 4 Chaos Gods agreed and worked together. That is not true. I've actually learned in the interim that is not true. Archaon is the Everchosen, but there have been other Everchosens before him.
What?
Yes, Chaos Champions, not ones who are ever going to be successful in conquering the world, but Chaos Champions who fit just close enough that they decide to try and fulfill the prophecy, and were in turn anointed by the Chaos Gods and brought low by a great power. Sigmar killed one of them personally.
Oh,
so Sigmar's
okay.
dealt with Everchosens before. Yes, it's like once in a generation. There's 12 of them before Archaon, and we don't know basically anything about most of them because usually it's just like, yep, an Everchosen rises in the north, and then someone heroic puts him down. Archaon's the first one to win. That's why he's the Everchosen of Chaos, as opposed to a Everchosen of Chaos.
So this actually recontextualizes what their decision to like just try to get rid of him from the jump is. That like, have they done that before? Not
this group. The last Everchosen before Archaon, Sigmar killed when he was still mortal.
Yeah. Okay. So,
yes.
That's a long time.
Yes.
That's a long fucking time.
Yes.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. So it's still them.
I would almost give them credit if they're like,
rash.
every time we have a potential, we just kill him, and we're like, okay, so it wasn't that one, and we're good. We don't have to worry about that. But like, no, we don't have that. So never mind. They're still wrong.
And even if that was the situation,
they'd still be wrong.
I was gonna say they'd still be wrong, and the other Everchosens are always fought after they have like shown that they are aspiring to be Everchosen.
Oh,
they have raised armies in the north. They are marching on
so they're specific
peaceful lands.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. So they're doing the bad guy shit.
Yes.
And here's this one dude distinctly not doing the bad guy shit.
Right. There is like another Everchosen that we actually know quite a bit about. We're not going to talk about him a ton this episode, but it is the like Chaos Undivided episode, kind of, because we're talking about Archaon, so I know people would be mad if I didn't bring him up. The first Everchosen we do know quite a bit about because he's still around.
Excuse?
He failed to destroy the world,
but
he gave it a spirited enough effort that in his death throes, the Chaos Gods offered him the same thing they offered Archaon. Dark apotheosis. Ascension to being a demon.
I just did an episode for the Muses podcast about apotheosis.
Ooh, I love the word.
It's a great word.
It's a good word.
I was like, oh, dark apotheosis is a great way to format. I'll make you a demon.
Yep.
Yeah.
The profane act of taking a mortal soul and turning it into a demonic one. To our knowledge, he is the first person to ever undergo the process. As his reward for being the first Everchosen, his name was Be'lakor.
See, that's a great name.
It's a great name.
Great name for the first one to go through dark apotheosis.
Right. First demon prince. And he's still around, but he is a master manipulator. He is not someone who's going to show up on a battlefield to do a thing. No. He's pulling cords behind the strings. He's probably around during like this period. We just don't know what he's up to because he's doing Be'lakor shit.
He's doing Be'lakor shit.
But yeah, so Archaon gathers the six treasures of chaos, destroys the world, bargains for safety for him, his knights, and their horses, and spends a bunch of time in the realm of chaos. And now he's back. I mentioned in a previous episode that we get like a one-line descriptor that the Chaos Gods had Archaon like conquering other worlds in the interim. We don't really know anything about that.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Right. Except that it's like padded Archaon's resume, basically. Built him up as a multi-world ending threat. And then when he is brought here to the mortal realms, and he finds that Sigmar is here, his ancient rival, the person who failed him. Yep. All of the other worlds he has conquered since the world that was, like, he was starting to feel the yoke of chaos. He was starting to feel the, like, ooh, this was a bad deal. I need to, like, turn on them, basically, is kind of where Archaon is at, where he doesn't really want to serve the Chaos Gods anymore.
What does he want to do?
So Archaon's, like
what other options are available to Archaon?
Archaon's big picture goal, and as of right now, he's going to start with Sigmar. Archaon's big picture goal is death to all gods.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
He's kind of the, like, he's still history's greatest monster. He's going to use evil means to accomplish it. He's going to kill all of the easy to kill gods first before he turns on the chaos gods. But his dream of the future is a world in which the lives of mortals are no longer determined by these distant immortal entities pulling their strings. And, like, I don't know. That's an empathetic goal.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying he's right. I am saying I get it.
Yeah, absolutely. a boy whose entire life path has been the subject of prophecy, who lost everything because of that prophecy, who is genuinely a plaything of divinity. Yeah, like, absolutely. Totally get it. But he gets deposited in the mortal realms.
And what is he going to do? Farm after that? Like, we have a Thanos situation?
I mean, maybe. He might just die. Like, that might just be, like, he's done. He doesn't have anything else to do. Snap the stones out of existence and, like...
Is he a demon?
No.
Interesting.
Archaon explicitly turned down a dark apotheosis when the Chaos Gods offered it because he's cleverer than Be'lakor, if we're being real.
That's what, honestly, I was thinking. I was thinking, like, okay, you can't get that if you're legit a demon, because I feel like you don't necessarily have autonomy outside of the Chaos Gods.
Yes. Archaon was always suspicious of the gods even when they were helping him. When they offered him dark apotheosis, he said, functionally, I'm not going to give you another chain to put on me. Like, he knows the situation he's in.
I want me, my homies are horses.
Yep. Arrives in the mortal realms and starts plotting, starts leading the forces of chaos against the Allgates.
Oh, he is angry.
Yes.
Wow, look at that guy. He's got a lot of different kinds of skulls, which I do like.
He's
like
every
there's
armored,
a bird skull.
He's every armored knight you've ever seen painted on the side of a van. Yeah.
Yep. He's got just like more horns than you would expect, but less than you would imagine there are. A flaming ass sword.
Hell yeah.
Burning runes in a shield. Yeah, absolutely.
His sword is called the Slayer of Kings.
Great sword.
Yeah.
We can upgrade that. We can be the Slayer of Gods.
Yeah.
I think it's time to upgrade that sword.
I think I've mentioned him before, but he still wields the 6 treasures of chaos, immensely powerful magical artifacts. The thing on his shield is the ever-burning sigil of chaos.
Hey!
Yeah. The Slayer of Kings is his sword. His helmet is the Helm of Domination, which gives him control over the minds of mortals. Not like ultimate control, but he's just very influential. The jewel in the top of his crown is the Eye of Shirian, which used to give him visions of the future, but it got broken.
Yeah, so only that one guy has visions of the future now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was already like a Tzeentchian artifact before that, so it keeps the format. He wears the armor of Morkar, which protects him from all but the most devastating wounds. And the 6th treasure of chaos is his horse, Dorgar.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah. Sets about his plan to conquer the All Points. And in doing that, we're going to talk a little bit about what does an army led by the Everchosen look like? Who are the people who are fighting alongside a person who just has "I'm evil as shit" painted on them in bright red letters?
Yeah.
So, as a rule, Archaon doesn't fight alongside demons.
Interesting.
He will if he has to. There's the notable exception that Dorgar, his horse, is technically a demon. But that is one part he doesn't trust demons, which fair.
Yeah.
And probably like 3 parts that of all of Archaon's skills, he is probably most notable for his mastery of the human psyche.
Interesting.
In the same way that Batman manipulates the fear of criminals to turn it back on themselves. Archaon does something similar to both the people he's fighting and the people he is in command of. He likes working with mortal soldiers because the threat of performing poorly in the eyes of the gods and in the eyes of the Everchosen, and then having to report to the Everchosen that you failed him is a motivation he knows how to dig the knife in and twist, basically.
Yeah.
It's not an altruistic reason.
No.
He just knows that his mortal followers will do anything he commands them to, basically. But let's talk a little bit about those forces. So mortals who follow Archaon split into generally 3 groups.
Okay.
The first of those groups I like to call cultists or the unaware.
Okay.
So these are people who, we talked about how Chaos worship often gets into groups very subtly. Old traditions get reframed as chaos worship. That manipulates people into doing chaosy things. And then there's also people who aren't in it for the religious aspect and who just see another warlord, decide joining up with him is a way to gain fame, notoriety, wealth, whatever. These are the lowest caste of people who fight alongside Archaon. They're just fodder. Archaon has no special thought for them. They're just more bodies to throw at the enemy. and rarely do they ever move up the hierarchy. They don't know the true names of the gods. They are operating under false pretense. That's kind of the vibe with cultists. At the far end of the spectrum, we have Chaos Warriors.
Oh.
So these are people who have explicitly started the path to glory. They are following in Archaon's footsteps. They are willingly serving the Chaos Gods and do so with the hope and promise that they might someday ascend up the Pantheon and also become immortal warriors of darkness.
This dude's got burning runes on his axe.
Yeah, he does. That is a very common feature amongst Chaos Warriors.
That makes sense.
We've got some Chosen there, which is cool. A normal Chaos Warrior is basically anyone who has taken the Black Chaos Plate, which is standard for Archaon's forces, forged partially with Warpstone, which makes it magical and chaotic and resistant. Chosen is any Chaos Warrior who has caught the eyes of the gods in a good way.
In a good way.
Because you can catch the eyes of the gods and end up as a Chaos spawn.
You don't want that.
No. But Chosen are supernaturally powerful. A Chosen could rip a person in half with their bare hands, but they are sealed in their armor. They are. It is as much a prison to them as it is an empowerment.
Oh, like Darth Vader.
Yeah, and that is a big vibe. The ultimate theme of chaos worship and being like a chaos warrior is the further you move up the hierarchy, the more powerful become, and the less free you are. You become increasingly a tool of the chaos gods, and you are a very effective tool of the chaos gods, but you are still in chains. And then right in the middle, what I think is the most interesting group, next on the list, are Dark Oath.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dark Oath are kind of caught in the middle.
We've got some Red Sojourn Conan the Barbarian aesthetic going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dark Oath are generally aware of the true nature of the Chaos Gods. They might not call them the right thing, but they at least know what they're getting into when they're in service of Chaos. Among Dark Oaths, you are most likely to find what I think are the most compelling kind of Chaos characters. People who have been pushed to the brink and have had to choose, or have been forced to serve Chaos to survive. That is kind of the defining trait of Dark Oath. This
dude has hands on his belt next to the skulls.
He does. All in service. Many Dark Oath do eventually end up choosing the proper path, becoming Chaos Warriors, but a lot their option were join or die, and they chose join. And they try and keep an arm's length with the Chaos Gods. That's kind of where the nomenclature Dark Oath comes from, rather than a Chaos Warrior will often swear fealty to a specific Chaos God. So you'll have a Chaos Chosen of Nurgle, who has sworn exclusive fealty to Nurgle, etc. Undivided Chaos Warriors who swear fealty to Archaon instead of any of the gods specifically, or Be'lakor.
Interesting.
Ones that swear fealty to Be'lakor often pretend they've sworn fealty to Archaon because those two fucking hate each other.
I can bet.
Yep, Be'lakor still thinks that he should be the Everchosen, and Archaon.
But bro, you're not.
Yes, and Archaon doesn't like Be'lakor. Doesn't like demons generally, and Be'lakor's
probably
the
finds him
ultimate.
extra pathetic.
Yes, absolutely. He's literally like, you were the first Everchosen, and you chose Dark Apotheosis, and you are still in service to the Chaos Gods. You have had multitudinous lifetimes over me. What are you doing? Basically. Yeah. But Dark Oath do not swear fealty to a Chaos God, but they will bargain with them. Like I said, that's where the nomenclature Dark Oath comes from. It is not, I will serve you and you will give me power. It is, I will slay that enemy in your name, and you will give me the strength to finish this battle, and then we're done until I don't call me, I'll call you, basically.
Yeah.
And keeping that arm's reach, we get a lot of really interesting characters. The guy on the right there is actually a named character named Gunnar Brand, who leads a tribe of Dark Oath in order to protect his people, basically, right? He has a wife and daughter. He has a son. All of them are Dark Oath marauders.
Ooh.
But he is constantly his daughter tends to get really into it, like to relish in the power, and he is constantly trying to like
no,
pull
no,
her
no,
back.
no.
Yeah. We're doing this to survive. Don't let them like tempt you into becoming one of their things, which is fascinating. Like
That's really cool.
That's the really interesting,
that's really interesting.
Yeah, narrative stuff you could do with chaos. But that is the kind of people that Archaon finds and utilizes in this war to conquer the realms, and a lot of them are people he brought from the old world. His most elite guard, the Varan guard, those knights that he had saved and their horses. Those horses got mutated into demonic monstrosities in the realm of chaos.
Yep.
But they're still here. They're still loyal. There's 13 circles of Varan guard, and they fight in Archaon's name.
Yeah.
Except for fun, a little bit spoilerly, but recent development. We actually recently learned that the first circle of Varan guard are loyal to Be'lakor, and they turned on
what?
Archaon.
Oh no! What? So juicy.
Kicks ass, yeah. Love it terribly. But yeah, Archaon rides out into the realms. I think we have one more picture of Archaon, like him leading the Varan guard.
Yep. Oh yeah, those aren't horses.
Nope.
Those are not horses anymore.
So yeah, Archaon rides out with the Varan guard, and we are going to shift back to talking about Sigmar.
Ooh, okay.
What he is doing during all of this. So as soon as Sigmar figures out what is happening, the response is immediate on his end. He grabs the tribes, he marches on the Ignis Gate, he leads them through, and he basically says, okay, we're here on Aqshy. They are going to be going for the Brimfire Gate here on Aqshy, because that is what makes the most tactical sense. Like, the god that woke up here, Grimnir, is dead. And so the people here need all the help they can get. Like, go reinforce, like, the Fire Slayers, the dwarves who are collecting the pieces of Grimnir.
Yeah.
His gold pieces. Go reinforce them. Go protect the Brimfire Gate. I need to, like, basically gather the Pantheon / try and figure out what's going on and, like, reinforce the other realms. So that's what I, Sigmar, am going to do.
Okay.
Also, Dracothian.
Dragon BFF?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would love to fight alongside you, but we need to split up. Time is of the essence. Gorkamorka's been, like, losing it. Try and go either talk sense into him, or if that doesn't work, just point him towards something that we need, like, destroyed.
Breaking. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to get him, like, calmed down, but at least just try and, like, point him at, like, a chaos army or something, so he's not just smashing stuff.
Yeah.
You're huge. You're the size of the sky. I think you can do it. You're the only person I trust who can do it. Like, go. And Dracothian says... and also, we're going to talk about them later, but also Sigmar says, I'm trusting you to go to Gur to find Gorkamorka, because I also know that if it comes to it, your children can help you there.
Oh!
Because Dracothian has kids during the Age of Myth.
Okay!
And they're great.
Awesome! I'm so excited!
We only know about 2 of them.
Okay.
Their names are Krondus and Kazarai.
Great names.
But Dracothian is the, like, sire dragon of what all come to be known as kind of like heavenly dragons.
Okay.
In the same way that Volcatrix, the person who fought Grimnir, is the mother of all salamanders. So the different kinds of dragons kind of have different god beast progenitors. But Dracothian's children have, like, settled into Gur, realm of beasts.
Of course.
And so he's like, yep, I'm going to go find Krondus and Kazarai, my
you can
first,
call up your kids to help
2
you.
kids, and we'll try and figure out the Gorkamorka situation. So Sigmar helps with the fighting on Aqshy for a little bit, just smashing through chaos armies. This is a thing that bears mentioning kind of now at the top of how we're going to talk about, spoilers, Sigmar's, like, realm world tour during the invasion of chaos. Gods in Age of Sigmar and Warhammer broadly are empowered by their domain, right? If, like, Teclis is the god of magic, if everyone in the realms was doing magic, he would be vastly more powerful than if no one was doing magic, right?
Okay.
And that works for chaos gods as well. All magic empowers Tzeentch as well, because change. Sigmar is the god of civilization, has been greatly empowered by the Age of Myth.
Yeah.
Things have generally been going quite well. There's still conflict, but it's rarely large-scale conflict. And Zir, specifically, is basically just a massive, plain-wide, like, peaceful civilization. And so Sigmar during this time that we were talking about now, is probably the most powerful he's ever been.
Wow. Sigmar did one of his jobs.
Yeah. He did
one
real
of them.
good. Yeah.
He did really good at one of his jobs.
And so even by the standards of like the Sigmar who fought Archaon to a standstill during the end times, Sigmar just cleaves through armies of like bloodborne Khorne berserkers and chaos warriors pouring into Aqshy, carves a swath that his like mortal followers and the fire slayers can defend, and says, I've bought you as much as I can, time is of the essence, I'm going straight to Ghyran.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like shit's bad there.
Oh, yeah?
And they
Is shit's
need
bad
us.
there?
Yes.
Is shit bad in Ghyran? Yeah. Huh. Wild.
He rushes to what's currently called the Mistgate, but it will eventually be called the Hammerfell Gate. Hammerfall Gate.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens there.
Yeah.
I wonder what could happen there, maybe.
Hammer Hall, excuse me. But still. Rushes to the Mistgate. Passes into Ghyran, just immediately like choking on the diseases and horrid putrescence of Nurgle.
Yeah.
Finds Sylvaneth, who are doing their best to protect the tree people, the children of Alariel, who are doing their best to try and fight off Nurgle, but they are also on the back foot. It is not their nature to fight life with life. While he is in Ghyran, he recognizes that doing the work it would take to like free Ghyran from Nurgle's grip would risk losing everything else. The infection's just too deep. So he tries to figure out the best possible thing to do to like help Ghyran before moving on. Okay. And he finds this extremely powerful Great Unclean One, basically, who is leading the Nurgle side of the war effort in Ghyran. That Great Unclean One's name is Feculox. Of course it is.
Of course it is.
And Sigmar kills him dead with a single strike.
Of course he does.
He's
Sigmar. It's what he does.
He is riding high. Galmaraz is holy in ways that are undescribable. Blasts this demon into nothing, basically. And Sigmar helps push back the tide, establish like a safe area for the Sylvaneth to like set up camp. By this time, Alariel has already like retreated into her soul pod. It is being safeguarded by one of her most loyal like commanders, a character who we only know is named the Lady of Vines.
Okay, great name.
She's a big tree person with a bunch of vines coming off her.
She's the Lady of Vines. Absolutely, she is.
She's just like wrapped Alariel's soul pod on her back with her vines, basically, carrying her like a baby Bjorn.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And they like finally have kind of a safe place to like plant Alariel again and try and hold off the tide, and like just Sigmar rolling through and giving them that like help to push back buys them enough time to like set up more defenses and start pushing back against Nurgle.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, they can send reinforcements to the Genesis Gate to stop like Archaon's forces to getting into the All Points, and Sigmar sees this and says, okay, even in the worst situation, like more people are probably going to need breathing room. If we can stabilize, I think we can do it. I think we can win. Okay. And with that, he leaves Ghyran. He trusts the Sylvaneth to do what they need to do. And next he heads for, so while he's in Ghyran, he says, hey, like, how did Nurgle overwhelm you so quickly? And the Sylvaneth say, well, we reached across like the endway to Shaiish to get Nagash's help, and he didn't answer.
He didn't answer our fucking texts.
And Sigmar goes, oh, that son of a bitch. And, and so the next place he goes is Shaiish.
Yeah,
naturally.
Good.
Yes.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Sigmar crosses the endway to Shaiish, and when he arrives, there is active fighting, but it's not as much as he was expecting. So Shaiish has a couple of advantages in this battle. No chaos gods emerged there, so it doesn't have like direct portals into the realm of chaos like Ghyran and Aqshy do. Nagash is shockingly in control of Shaiish more than basically any other goddess in control of their realms. And he did that by murdering everyone, to be clear. But that does give him a huge upside. And Nagash's soldiers don't feel fear or pain or any of the things you associate with mortals.
The skeletons.
Skeletons and ghosts and pure concentrate Halloween vibe. So Sigmar shows up to Shyish basically like ready to throw down, and he finds that Nagash is functionally like finishing cleaning up his own fight.
Okay.
Like Chaos broached Shyish, and Nagash brought the entire force of death down upon them.
Yeah.
Nagash, for all his faults, has a strategic mind. He also figured out immediately that Archaon would be going for the All Gates, and he has constructed a fortress of bones and bodies around it, basically.
I mean, yeah. Sure. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. He's the god of death.
What's the most plentiful resource down here? Bones and bodies. Sure.
He got a Nurgle incursion across the Endway that he thoroughly and succinctly quashed.
Yeah.
He has had like Khorne demons pouring in from Aqshy. A lot of stuff like redirected to Shyish when they figured out it was going to be a hard fight, and he has managed to, if not beat them, at least contain them for the time being. And Sigmar rolls up like ready for a fight, like ready to like punk Nagash's ass and stuff him in a locker, basically, for not playing fair, and finds not like a defiant or a treacherous Nagash, but basically a like, I'm sorry I couldn't like respond sooner. I had to secure Shyish. I have already like sent skeletons through a realm gate to Aqshy.
Okay.
Because I recognize that and I've sent like undead and ghosts into Ghyran to reinforce the Genesis gate. Like I also get the plan, and I know you're probably mad at me because like it looks like I was just like
fucking
focusing on myself.
Yeah.
But it is he doesn't use these words obviously, but it's a put your own oxygen mask on before helping others situation.
Okay.
Shyish is basically secure now, and I can put my resources elsewhere. It is literally just like hammer overhead to hit Nagash, and he's just like, wait. Like,
no, but you'll like this.
Yeah. It's very... Sigmar doesn't trust him.
No.
Obviously.
No, I don't trust him.
But he does not find in Shyish what he was expecting.
Yeah.
He was expecting to find treachery, and if this is the thing he has to believe to mean that they win, he is going to take Nagash at his word for now.
Okay, because we don't have any evidence to the contrary.
Yes. And there's fighting elsewhere to be had.
Okay.
And this is the end game, right? Like, this is the fight we've all been waiting for.
Okay.
And so he doesn't trust Nagash.
We can't get mad at Star-Lord for punching Thanos that one time. He's here now. Let's just move forward.
Yep. Very much like we are going to talk about this later. We're going to talk about why Ghyran is like a desolate hellscape later. But for now, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. Like, I'm going to move on.
Okay.
But I'm watching you.
Yeah. That locker's still open.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, Nagash sends undead to reinforce the other all gates.
Okay, that's pretty fucking cool. That's that scene from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fucking ghosts pour out of the ship. That's pretty fucking cool.
Absolutely. Just legions of, and he extends his influence to the other realms. So not only does he like send skeletons and zombies like through the gates to reinforce, but the defenders on Aqshy just have their dead like rise again to continue the fight.
Super cool.
Harrowing, right? But
super cool, gang. Super cool.
It's anything in a fight, right?
Yeah. Like... I mean, yeah, but okay. But the trauma.
Right. Oh,
Who's the god of therapy?
It's bad. Yeah, right. Probably Sigmar. No, Sigmar would be bad at therapy.
Yeah, Sigmar would be very much. You put that in a box and you throw that box in the river.
Yep.
Don't worry about that. Is that the most important thing right now? No.
We've seen how Sigmar responds to trauma. He works himself into a fit.
Yeah.
Not like emotional fit, but just like works and hopes it's enough. And doesn't get better. He heads to Ulgu after Shyish. It's one half like the elves would be helpful right now, and one half like what are Malarian and Marathi doing?
Yeah.
Like,
checking
okay, I've talked to Nagash. I'm just gonna get all my like wild cards out of the way now.
Yeah, let's do some rounds real quick.
He arrives in Ulgu. Ulgu leads him straight to Malarian and Marathi because Ulgu loves to contain its secrets, but Malarian and Marathi both have some control over what the realm does. And so they just have Ulgu lead Sigmar to them. They're holding out pretty well. Ulgu has its god. No demons emerged first in Ulgu, so they're pouring across the connection from Hish.
Yeah.
But it's hard to navigate Ulgu at the best of times, and if it doesn't want you there, you're not finding shit.
Yeah.
So Valerian and Marathi have basically just been running demons rampant. They've been running like Archaon's mortal followers rampant, keeping them away from their Allgate, because they also figured it out. They're both tactical geniuses functionally.
Yeah.
And Ulgu is basically doing fine.
Interesting.
There's enough here that Sigmar like joins in some of the fighting. Like Valerian and Marathi catch themselves like on the back foot when Sigmar shows up. But he like helps them push back against like an incoming wave of Chaos Warriors, and he's basically like, I'm suspicious that you two and Nagash are like doing well.
Yeah.
Of everybody. But like, fuck it. Like this was the intent. Like I can't just be suspicious that people are succeeding.
Yeah.
Because that was always the hope.
Yeah.
So like we faltered, we tripped up in a couple of places, but I'm going to trust you, and that might bite me later. But right now, it's what I have to do. It's that God of Civilization thing, like radiating out from him. And Valerian and Mrathi's like, yeah, fucking whatever, as they like blast another Chaos Warrior. And he takes off. He goes from Ulgu and goes, it's right there, over to Hysh.
Might as well just swing by to Hysh, yeah.
Yes. Last time we saw Teclis, Tyrion was training the military forces of Hysh, and Teclis was working on himself, basically.
Yeah.
He had
just working on myself.
Yeah. He had disappeared basically from Lumineth society to climb his own self-imposed ladder of worth.
I hate him.
Yeah. Our boy has no awareness. He has returned from his meditation.
Oh, good.
With his new best friend, the Moon.
Right. I forgot.
Yep, Selenar, Spirit of the Moon. And while things looked really bad on Hysh initially, Tyrion is an excellent general with a lot of experience fighting chaos before. Teclis is back now, and while he's had to resort to less magical power because demons are generally pretty resistant to magic, and also big magical spells are what got us in this situation, right? With the weapons of mass destruction that we're building.
Yeah. God damn it.
Right. Hysh is starting to stabilize as well. Sigmar is pleasantly surprised that he basically went to the place that was worst off first. And when he gets to Hysh, it is also a case of things are still real bad on Hysh, but it's stabilizing enough that Tyrion thinks he can hold the line by himself. And Teclis basically offers to go to Aqshy. Ghyran is bad off, but most of Archaon's military forces seem to be coalescing on Aqshy.
Okay, so we got to go to Aqshy.
Yeah, it's becoming increasingly clear that Aqshy is where the big, final conflict, Thanos touching down in the ocean before the Avengers show up moment is going to happen functionally. So Teclis is like, yep, I'm not basically doing shit here anyways because Slaaneshi demons feed off magic got us into this situation. I will go reinforce Aqshy. Oh, Nagash is on our side. Cool. Glad he didn't betray us immediately.
Wild.
Yeah. Listen, maybe the only other person in the Pantheon who hates Nagash more than Sigmar are Teclis and Tyrion, because Nagash killed Tyrion's daughter. Yeah. And Teclis watched.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Which is a thing that Teclis blames Nagash for, which it is a thing he did, but
it's a thing his followers did to bring him back
under his advisement.
Right.
Yes, yeah. But you knew it was gonna happen.
You actually specifically let it happen.
Yeah.
Teclis. It's yes, that's Nagash. But Nagash was just grabbing folks.
Yeah. Yes. Basically.
Yeah, this wasn't a targeted attack.
No, yeah.
For you, it actually was. It was a specific and intentional choice to let her specifically die.
Yes. A little bit of that Teclian deflection, I always know it's right thing. But Teclis heads to Aqshy. Sigmar, confident that Tyrion can hold the Archway, moves on. He says basically okay, I've been everywhere but Chamon and Gur yet. It's been a minute. I'm going to go check and see how Dracothian's doing. Yeah. So goes to Gur. Dracothian and his children have managed to not calm Gorka Morka down, but at least pull him away from civilian populations.
Oh, okay.
Basically. So he's just smashing trees flat and tearing up continents.
Okay.
Once Sigmar arrives, they finally have enough force basically to just point Gorka Morka at a realm gate to Aqshy and like
send him through,
charge him through it. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Dracothian and his children stay behind to protect the Maw Gate so that Archaon can't get to it.
Great.
And...
Giant dragon the size of the sky, and his 2 kids. Yeah, perfect.
And a bunch of orcs follow Gorka Morka through the realm gate to Aqshy. Even if Gorka Morka is on a rampage, a lot of the orcs understand the stakes.
Yeah.
This is a weird situation where like the orcs themselves are more in line with what's going on.
Interesting.
And they're just like, yep, we're ready to defend the world. That's what a lot of us considered all that monster fighting like precursor to.
I like that.
We're going to go reinforce. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the orcs don't want the world to destroy because then who would make sand castles to kick over?
Yeah.
Right? Like...
Chaos doesn't make sand castles.
Exactly. Chaos is just nothing. And then finally, Sigmar makes his way to Chamon, the first realm outside of Vizier that he visited when he first got to the Mortal Realms, where he found the brothers chained up, the Dwarfen gods. Grungni is around, by the way, during all this. We don't really know like what he's doing other than like putting like supplies in the hands of soldiers and whatnot. The Maker God rolling like cannons to the front line stuff. But of all of the realms like organizing their own defense, Chamon is the only one without its like native god. Yeah. Because Grungni is off in Azir doing his own thing. Where a chaos god emerged of its own volition.
Yeah, not great.
That has like managed to secure its own realm gate or its own all gate. The Caradron, for all their faults, have absolutely taken it to Tzeentch, like talon to teeth.
All right.
Absolutely. Like they got put on the back foot. They recognized that it is their fault that this happened, and they have mobilized.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, right.
Wow, I'm so proud of them. That doesn't make it for the capitalism thing, but I'm so proud of them.
Right. They're doing like Sigmar shows up to Chamon, and it is like a World War II documentary. There are just gunboats like zipping all over the place, blasting demons out of the air. I missed it in Hish actually, but as Sigmar goes through the realms, he ends up slaying 4 major demons. We mentioned the Nurgle one in Ghyran. There's one in Hish that he helps kill. He kills a keeper of secret named Luxius.
Okay.
Sure. Slaanesh demon.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
And back on Aqshy, he killed a bloodthirster named Angrath.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The Caradron are holding out on Chamon pretty well, but there is this Lord of Change that has been giving them issue. Sigmar shows up, kills this Lord of Change, Kianthrus.
Okay.
Yeah. And with that Lord of Change dead, the Caradron push back the tide.
Nice.
They Caradron operate out of what are called skyports. They're basically these cities that are rigged with their like airship technology, so they can just like float across the realms.
Okay.
They just bring a bunch of skyports down around the gate to like exist as like floating fortresses, basically, to defend it. And Sigmar basically like feels hope at the situation. He's like, okay, Ghyran, we're going to have to like redirect more forces at once we clear up what's going on in Aqshy. Like Aqshy and Ghyran are a huge issue right now, but like I think it worked. Like I think the Pantheon worked.
Right, but
like...
this is what we're still at the beginning of the Age of Chaos, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Get a little dramatic irony for us in the audience here.
It's like when you're sitting there in Avengers Infinity War and you're like, well, they're going to do it. But then you remember, hey, hold on. This was originally a part 1, part 2 movie.
Right.
There's another one coming out next year.
But Sigmar's feeling that end of the first Avengers movie for sure. He takes a realm gate back to Aqshy. It seems like with Sigmar reinforcing the realms and the realms holding their own against like the dispersed kind of like attack multiple fronts tactic, Archaon has redirected the forces of chaos. They are all converging on Aqshy to try and take its all gate, and so the forces of order have to respond in kind. And so Sigmar, and this is literally like that scene from Avengers Endgame where everybody comes through the portals, like Sigmar and legions of undead and orcs and dwarves, like some Caradron like sky ships come in through their like sky realm gates, and elves and like fire slayers. Just everybody is showing up to this big fight for the protection of the world.
Okay.
And Sigmar arrives, and they start to turn the tide. Like,
okay,
demons and Chaos Aligned mortals and Chaos warriors are all also pouring in from realm gates to other realms, or through portals into the realm of chaos, or what have you. But the forces of order are holding them. There's a kind of like odd company like moment of like humans with pikes just like holding the line as orcs sweep in from the side and just like clobber people, or Caradron gun lines coming in and shooting down cavalry coming in on like vulnerable elf flanks. It really does feel like, just like this is everything everyone was building towards. This is the thing that like we were here to do. Sigmar swelling with power. This is everybody coming together to succeed at something. Archaon commands portals opened into the realm of chaos. He diverted basically a bunch of sacrifices of both mortals and demons into the realm of chaos to supercharge the regeneration of those 4 greater demons.
Oh, damn.
That Sigmar killed. Yep.
Oh, damn.
He did the thing that Archaon is best at, which is convince the gods to work together. And he six those 4 greater demons on the forces of order at once, instead of letting Sigmar kill them one at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Sigmar springs into battle. He keeps the mortals fighting the mortals battle, and he goes to fight those 4 greater demons. He's still powerful, but 4 greater demons is 4 greater demons. So we're definitely getting the like anime finale, like dodging blows here, ducking blows there, swing the hammer.
It's like, he beat him once, but he's fresh. Now he beat him all 3, and these ones are all super fresh.
Yep, absolutely. While Sigmar is fighting the Tetrarchs, he is there's listen, Sigmar's got trauma. Yeah. And part of him still doesn't believe that this is a fight that they can win.
Oh, no. You can't have...
Yeah.
Did never work through the trauma.
No. He's done this fight before. He knows how it ends. And so he's pushing back against that doubt. And one of the things driving that source of doubt is that, like, empowerment that he is receiving from belief. Because he is empowered by civilization, because he's empowered by people working together, he knows that if this fight goes on too long, he's gonna lose that. Like, things are gonna get bad. People are going to lose faith that working together is the solution for the situation. They're gonna lose faith that they can win, and Sigmar is not going to be able to perform where he is now. He is desperate to end this fight, basically. And right as that feeling is kind of cresting as he fights these 4 greater demons, something happens in the fighting below that makes him go, God damn it, I knew it. Every undead afield.
Damn it, I knew it!
Every undead afield in unison looks to Sigmar and calls him Soul Thief, and then crumbles.
This bitch!
So we don't know if Nagash knew beforehand and wanted to bait Sigmar into thinking he was in a better position because he's petty like that. We don't know if Nagash found out during this moment. But you'll remember part of Nagash and Sigmar's deal was that Nagash got the souls of the dead. Yeah. He was allowed to fully embody his domain. Yeah. Sigmar has been keeping human souls. Oh. Yes. Sigmar explicitly broke their deal. Yeah. And so Nagash finds out, again, either before and like tricked him to be petty, or finds out in the moment and says, actually, I think my resources are better spent defending Shaiish, like keeping my home. You can have your little fight out there. Recalls his forces to Shaiish, pulls his influence back from the realms, and closes himself off in the realm of death.
This bitch.
It's
simultaneously, though, they had a deal.
Yeah. It's a little bit of that cyclical thing. Yeah. Where, like, Sigmar felt justified in doing that because he didn't trust Nagash.
Yeah.
And in
which, like,
doing
also
so, yeah,
fair.
absolutely.
Because, like, it really sucks to go to the place where Nagash is in charge of everything. So Sigmar's like, well, I'm going to take care of the ones that are mine.
Yes.
But much like the elves running out over here being like,
Yep.
we want the elf souls. So, like, okay.
So it's, like I said,
just notice? He had to have noticed there weren't any human souls coming in.
Sigmar hasn't been keeping all human souls.
Wait, what?
He's just been...
What does he keep?
He's just been taking some, and we don't know why yet, but we're going to find out soon.
Okay.
But he has been keeping some.
Okay.
And that is as little as it might be. We don't know how many souls. But
yeah.
As little as it might be, it is a break of the deal.
It broke the deal.
Yep. And so... yeah, that cycle of mistrust like rears its ugly head. A rare fault in Sigmar's like God of Civilization thing. And he knows immediately what Nagash is talking about, that doubt of him being able to hold on to this like level of power. That's a crack in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't break, but that's a crack in it. You did the selfish thing, not the everyone working together thing. But he keeps up that fight. He slays the Bloodthirster again. He slays the Great Unclean One again. He's just locked in combat with the Keeper of Secrets and the Lord of Change. And eventually even those fall by his hammer.
Yeah.
But he is exhausted.
Of course.
He is empowered by divine power magic, but he's exhausted. His like mortal followers are faltering. Sigmar has fought and fought and fought. He redirects his efforts to aiding like the mortals, trying to turn the tide back on them. And then Archaon arrives.
It's the fucking power tournament in Dragon Ball Z Super where fucking Universe 7 has to deal with everyone else's bullshit all coming on strong, and fucking what's his face just looks like a big toe. Ghyran. Fucking Ghyran has just been hanging back, knowing he's the biggest, baddest dude on the whole thing. Doesn't fight, in my knowledge, didn't fight a single person the whole 48 minutes of the tournament. And then once everyone else has been cleared out, now he shows up to fight fucking Goku and Vegeta and Frieza and 17 after they have spent the whole time fighting other people. And he's like, well, now I'm going to roll up and be like, yeah, you can't beat me. I'm so much stronger than you. It's like, maybe if we had tag team 48 minutes ago, this would be a different story. I'm not impressed.
Yeah. Hey, Archaon is a master strategist.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he was right. He was smart to do this, but I'm still like, don't boast about how you could never beat me. I bet they could have 40. Actually, they couldn't have 48 minutes ago because it took the 45 minutes for Goku to access that, like, Super Saiyan instinct move, but, like, whatever.
It's more than anything. Archaon is a master tactician. More than anything, he is a victim of prophecy. It always had to be like this. God versus man. Betrayed and betrayer. When the old world died, it went down with Sigmar and Archaon still fighting in the eye of the storm. It always had to happen like this. Meeting in the skies above the world that was. Archaon takes the field alongside the Circles of Varangard. They sweep down to the mortal forces. Sigmar weighs his options. He doesn't think he can risk an open fight. No. He's exhausted. He knows that any slip and all that power will drain away as people lose confidence. He has no idea what Archaon is capable of now. They fought to a standstill last time, and Archaon has killed other worlds since then. He watches Archaon's movements. He waits for Dorgar to commit to like a charge at him. And with a movement faster than any mortal could ever track, he throws Galmaraz directly at Archaon's head.
Oh, shit!
Cracks the sound barrier, like deafens everyone in a mile radius.
Yeah!
Just slings it, ear-shattering crack of thunder, speed that no mortal creature could dodge right into the face of the Everchosen.
Did you just fucking catch it?
But Archaon isn't just any mortal champion.
Yeah.
And he knows Sigmar very, very well.
Yeah.
Archaon remembers in every waking night and in every person he puts to the sword the event that set him down this path.
Oh shit, here we go.
He remembers a scared boy in a temple with a priest telling him that the best thing for the world was to nip a problem in the bud before it could happen. He knows for certain that Sigmar is a person who will try and end a problem before it can become a bigger problem.
Yes.
And as Galmaraz passes through the illusion of Archaon that he conjured.
Nice. That is some Luke Skywalker shit.
Yeah, it is. Into the portal that Archaon conjured to send it.
Wait, what?
Who cares? Somewhere else.
Just fucking bye.
Yeah.
I took your toy.
He didn't even take any joy in it. He was almost disappointed that this is still the god of civilization, choosing to solve his problems with violence right at their start than doing anything else.
Okay, man. Like...
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like you're really trying to mirror the situations. I don't think that. I think we're really letting your trauma color the whole thing, rather than it's like, this isn't the same as then. I mean, yes, for sure. It's bad, but I will say, you're literally on a battlefield.
For sure.
It's not like you showed up and at his like home temple and like waving a white flag for a peace treaty and he threw the hammer at you. Like...
The circumstances are different. The justification is certainly different.
Mm-hmm.
But Archaon reads Sigmar
Archaon
like a book.
does, yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
He sees right through the god who would damn a child for the sins that he would commit in the future.
I mean, yes.
And Galmaraz flies through a portal.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. No idea where it went.
Incredible.
Every allied force, or every single person in the allied armies of Order, watches Sigmar throw his hammer away.
Yeah.
Into nothing.
Yeah, that would be a problem. That would be a bit demoralizing for the troops.
Absolutely. Every soldier, the light fades from their eyes. This was a fight before. This was God versus man. This was something that they all thought they could win, and the hammer is gone. Their god is demoralized.
Shit,
Archaon, the Everchosen, is bearing down upon them, and Sigmar fades. That strength of civilization.
I'm laughing, but
leaves him. Yeah.
Everything. It all went wrong.
Yeah. Who could have predicted? We tell it anyways. The light leaves their eyes, and Sigmar he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, what do you do?
He's been picturing this fight in his head. He's been picturing this moment in his head, and now it's just all gone wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He could still try and fight Archaon, but he's disempowered. He doesn't have his hammer anymore. That's a fight he basically knows he would lose. Yeah. And as like everything turns to hell beneath him, he weighs his options.
And
he makes a choice.
Oh no.
And it is a choice that will haunt him for the rest of existence.
Oh no.
He orders a retreat.
Yeah. I thought he was just going to run and disappear. So at least ordering everyone to retreat. Okay.
He turns to the remaining like peoples of Azir, and he says, back through the gate. Like, abandon your place. We're going back to Azir, and they do. Sigmar defends their retreat from mortal foes. Archaon is reveling in fighting like Gorka Morka and Teclis, just doing as much damage as he can. Sigmar's the grand prize.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to fight him like this. He'll get him later.
Yeah. There's no joy in that.
He's his murder soulmate. He can't do it like this. Sigmar leads the 12 tribes of Azir back through the Ignis Gate to Azir, and he closes it behind him.
Yeah.
Seals every gate to Azir.
Okay.
Cuts it off from the other realms completely.
Oh!
Yeah. The only place chaos hasn't touched. The only place that's safe. They can't risk it now. It's the last chance they have to push back at some point. Sigmar abandons everyone. God of civilization.
This did not work.
No. We had a moment there. We thought it might go right, but it was Archaon. Archaon knew him too well. He read him like a book. He played off of the error that he knew Sigmar would make. And Sigmar can't. The part of the reason why he just closes the gates to Azir, he can't handle it.
Yeah.
Sigmar is perfectly aware that he just lost them this war.
Yeah. Oof.
And he just pictures again, like he gets back to Azir, and the world that was, like the dead corpse of it, still hangs above Azir.
Yeah.
Like he goes back through the realm gate and he sees it there, and he just can't handle it.
No.
He retreats to Azirheim. He locks himself away. We don't hear from Sigmar again for a long time.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What can you do? What can you do? This is going to be important a little bit later.
Okay.
But the last person through the Ignis Gate back into Azir is a man named Bastion Carthalos.
Great name.
He's important later.
Okay.
Sigmar affectionately refers to him as Bastion the Late because he was the last person through the gate back to Azir.
I think it's only late if you didn't get through before it locked.
Right.
He got there on time.
Bastion kicks ass right as the last of the people were crossing back into Azir. Archaon did eventually turn his attention on it. Bastion fought off Archaon.
What?
Bastion fought as a mortal man. Bastion fought Archaon away from the gate, prevented him from
long
getting,
enough for everyone else to get through.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Bastion the Late seems a little rude now, affectionately.
It's a jokey nickname, right? Like, haha, you were the last person to the gate. I recognize that's because you were being a hero.
Yeah.
But,
okay. Okay.
Grievously injured, taken to Azirheim to recover, but he'll be important later.
Okay.
Bastion.
Okay. Big fan of Bastion.
Yes, we love Bastion. Oh, I love Bastion so much. One detour. I said we don't see Sigmar again for a little bit. That's kind of true.
Okay.
The people of Azir don't see Sigmar again for a little bit. In his grief, there is one other emotion that's just kind of right here in the pit of his chest that he's nurturing a little bit.
Yeah.
And that is uncontrollable rage and Nagash.
Yeah.
So he orders all of the realm gates to Azir closed. Cool. Before they close the last realm gate to Shaiish, Sigmar goes through.
Okay.
Sigmar blames himself for losing that battle.
Yeah.
Is called the Battle of Burning Skies.
Great name.
Yeah, right? Super good. Sigmar blames himself for that. He blames the war he blames the start of that downturn, the thing that made him desperate enough to throw the hammer, on Nagash pulling his forces from the fight.
Not the time to be a petty bitch. You could be a petty bitch after you win.
Absolutely. Sigmar does not go to Shaiish to try and save the Allgate. He does not go there for tactical reasons. He does not go there to try and reinforce the hordes of undead. He goes there and he carves an absolute bloody swath of holy power through billions of undead.
Yeah.
He is just letting out all of his frustration and rage, all of that playing nice he did during the Age of Myth, putting old grievances aside.
It's over
hatchet.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. He is letting out every single negative trait and thought and interaction he has been holding back all this time on hordes of skeletons. He grabs a bunch of people who are loyal to Nagash's souls and just takes them back to Azir.
Okay.
That guy we mentioned in the Nagash episode, the current general of Nagash's ground forces.
Yeah.
Catacross Orpheon.
Yeah.
Orpheon. Sigmar fucking plucks his soul from his body and takes it back to Azir and throws it in a prison cell so that Nagash won't have him anymore.
Just takes away one of Nagash's toys.
Yeah, absolutely. Literally just nope, this is the price you're paying for your betrayal. I know this is partially my fault, but this is not thoughtful, thinking it through, Sigmar. This is exacting petty vengeance for everything, basically. This is Sigmar having a meltdown, basically. And I get it.
I get it.
No plan, no advantage in the war. Just mad. Takes Catacross, takes a couple other people. We don't know a ton of them, but Catacross is important. That is the rest of the fighting obviously goes wrong. Teclis retreats to Hysh when it seems like they can no longer hold Aqshy. Gorka Morka fights and fights and fights, but eventually has to retreat to Gur as well.
Yeah.
Aqshy's Allgate is the one to fall. Archaon claims the All Points and leads campaigns into other realms from there.
Shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the fucking plan.
Yep.
Yikes.
Sigmar retreating to Azir and sealing the gates is the event that starts the Age of Chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, because it sounds like Chaos is running the show everywhere else.
Yep. The humans left in the realms outside of Azir universally pretty much adopt the stance. Sigmar betrayed us.
Yeah.
Sigmar left us when it was most important. Archaon gets some great recruiting for a little while.
I can see that.
Even those who don't willingly follow Chaos turn like third path, just like we're done with all this. Like we're not loyal to Dark Oaths, absolutely. A ton of the Dark Oath are explicitly people who still hold grudges even in the modern day against what Sigmar did, like passed down through generations, who had to turn to Chaos to survive. Archaon personally leads campaigns into Hish, causing Tyrion and Teclis to have to like retreat. Like Teclis pulls Tyrion into the spirit world with him to hide with Selenar.
Tyrion was pissed.
Oh, absolutely. Chamon, just like the Caradron, hide in the clouds. They try and like escape wherever they can. A bunch of them die. Any remnants of like ground-based dwarven empires are just annihilated. Ghyran goes back to being wholly controlled by Nurgle, basically. That little enclave they carved out, taken away. The Lady of Vines digs up Alariel's seed pod and carries it again. She will protect that seed pod for the entirety of the realm of Age of Chaos.
Damn, good for her.
Yeah, right?
She sounds awesome. Do we have a visual of her?
We do have a visual of the Lady of Vines.
I would like to see a visual of Lady of Vines, please. I request a visual of the Lady of Vines.
Yes. I definitely typed the Lady of Vibes.
I would also like to see a visual of the Lady of Vibes.
The Lady of Vibes, absolutely. This is the Lady of Vines.
Oh shit, she's even cooler than I was picturing.
Right.
She's very cool.
She's so cool. I love Sylvan.
You said tree lady, and so I was definitely picturing more tree than lady.
Right.
Because I feel like sometimes it is more thing than other thing. But like, no, she's perfectly balanced.
Yes.
That's very cool.
She's so cool.
Okay,
literally
I like
just
her.
Picture those vines like wrapped around her back carrying Alariel's soul pod. For the entirety of the realm of chaos, she is just like hiding in burrows, like climbing through the trees, like constantly on the
just
run.
protecting
from
her
the force of
goddess.
Chaos. Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Right. Like it's so cool.
That's very Last Centurion. It's very cool.
Ulgu holds out okay during the realm of chaos or the Age of Chaos. Malarian and Marathi basically just keep doing their thing. They cloak themselves in shadows. They keep themselves safe from the forces of chaos. They strike at them when they can, but like chaos nominally controls Ulgu and that they like take control of what cities and stuff exist.
Yeah.
But they don't get to Malarian or Marathi. They were never going to. And occasionally a bunch of them disappear in the night.
They just gotta disappear.
Yeah. That's what Malarian and Marathi do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing. I like Malarian and Marathi.
Yeah.
They were up to some shady shit in the past, but like, they did not. Well, they did fuck around and find out with the whole capturing.
Slaanesh,
but that's not the reason Slaanesh got, or the Sleshy demons got in.
Correct. Yep.
And we had Sigmar out here being like, I'm gonna break the one deal I have with the evil death god. So how can I also continue to be mad about the whole, you have a demon chained up.
Right.
It is actually in no way the reason the Age of Chaos played out. This actually has worked out fine for them so far.
I was going to say, surprise to everyone, including Marathi, this wasn't Marathi's fault.
This was not Marathi's fault. Honestly. And she's also simultaneously the one warning the other dudes, these will not last forever. You need a second plan.
Yep. If there's any absolute truth, it's that Marathi is always right. According to Marathi.
But also according to like a lot of the evidence we have.
Yeah, honestly. Marathi's got a good track record so far. Sigmar. She had the whole chaos cult thing in the old world, but listen, people can change.
We believe in growth.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Gur also deals like okay with the Age of Chaos. Gur is already like an immensely hostile place. Like as far as the orcs are concerned, it's just we have less like huge boar to hunt and more people in spiky armor to hunt. Yeah. Like Gur does basically okay. Yeah. We see the emergence of one of my favorite characters in Age of Sigmar during the Age of Chaos in Gur. Gorka Morka. Chaos builds like a chaos fortress in Gur. And Gorka Morka's so mad that he just like punches it flat. which is so funny.
That's
But
so good.
It's like a warpstone reinforced chaos fort, and so he actually cracks his knuckle bone while punching it flat. And that knuckle bone embeds itself in the earth and grows an orc.
Yes! The knuckle bone embeds itself in the earth and grows an orc! I fucking love mythology! Tell me more, Dalton! What is the knuckleborn orc named?
That orc is named Gordrak, the Fist of Gork.
Of course his name is Gordrak, the Fist of Gork!
And he is the preeminent orc philosopher of our time. He's clever for an orc. He knows he knows the nature of a Gorkamorka. He is actually trying to unite them and bring them back together. Another thing that happens during the Age of Chaos is that we talked about that Gork and Mork used to be two entities, and when all the orc tribes are getting along, they fuse into Gorkamorka.
Yeah.
The orc tribes go bad during the Age of Chaos, obviously. Everyone's fighting everybody.
Yeah.
One of the most cited reasons why the orcs and goblins split up, because they stopped working together, is a fight over a particularly shiny spoon, which is very them.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah. I think I mentioned it before. Gordrak emerges from that crushed chaos fort, grown from Gorkamorka's knucklebone, and basically makes it his mission to reunite the orc clans.
I love that for
bring
him.
goblins back into the fold. Yes, absolutely. He's kind of the King Arthur of orcs.
I love that for him. It's very King Arthur, very King Kamehameha vibes. Yep. I love that for him.
He is gifted an axe from the old world by Gorkamorka. It was the orcs. It was the axe of Grimgor Ironhide.
Cool name.
Who was the orcish champion bound to Gur.
Yeah.
And it's not enough chopping for Gordrak, so he breaks the two heads in half and splints them onto new halves. So he has two axes instead of one.
Cool.
So he has more chopping.
Good for him. That sounds great.
He's great. And he's going about uniting all the orc tribes. He exists into the modern day, and I love him terribly.
He sounds great.
He's great. And then Shaiish holds out for a little bit. Nagash is weakened by Sigmar's rampage.
I'm sure.
But he has full control of Shaiish, so he raises the dead. He conscripts spirits into its defense. Not even he can hold out against Archaon.
No.
Especially once Archaon has taken everything else and can just direct all of his forces to
Nagash, maybe you could have picked a better time to get your petty... after you win.
Yep.
Then you actually have shit you can ask for.
Yep. Archaon and Nagash clash with each other at the frustratingly named Battle of Black Skies. Okay. It's not the Battle of Burning Skies or related to it, but it happens in Shaiish, so they just call it that.
I guess. The Black Plains, Black Mountains, Black Storms, just not skies again is the real problem. And the fact that the adjective in both begins with the letter B is the other problem in that. So,
very easy to confuse.
Yeah.
The two clash there, and Archaon kills Nagash. Not permanently, because he's Nagash. Yeah. Yeah.
You got killed again.
Nagash's followers, the Mortarks, we talked about them, or Neferata, the others, gather up Nagash's remains and they take them out to
and they kill someone else's niece to bring him back?
They take him out to the edges of Shaiish, where the death magic is the most powerful, to help him regenerate, basically.
All right.
But yeah.
None of you want the job?
Yeah.
Just a thought.
And then the world settles into a new, uncomfortable, status quo, basically.
Interesting.
Chaos
is Chaos not able to destroy it all because it doesn't have Aqshy?
Yes. Well, it doesn't have a Zir.
A Zir. God damn it.
And also...
I keep doing that.
They're very similar. And also, because the Mortal Realms are made of magic, it's a lot harder to just, collapse them, basically, they did to the old world.
Yeah, they could just fold it in on itself.
Their plan is to corrupt realm gates to make them lead to the realm of chaos.
Okay.
And eventually that will just, pull...
everything into the realm of chaos.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But that process takes time, and it's not a thing. Demons and the gods themselves are working towards that goal, but your average chaos follower probably isn't even aware of it.
Yeah.
And so while chaos conquers basically all the realms during the Age of Chaos, their actual plan for fruition takes longer than that.
Yeah.
They're working on it. They corrupt a lot of realm gates, but they don't get done with it.
What do the everyday chaos followers think the end game is?
Just existing. We're kind of in a, like I said, that new status quo, falls over the realms. Yeah. Where the vast majority of chaos followers don't know what the chaos gods are. Yeah. That's just the way life is.
Because if it's okay. Because this episode has been so long. I'm so sorry. This is probably not the time to try to articulate this
question
I have.
Here for it.
how much history do people know? Obviously, if you're working directly with the gods, like I'm sure the Lady of Vines knows the whole game.
Absolutely.
But like, let's not even do Age of Chaos. It's in the Age of Myth. Does the everyday person know about the world that was?
No. Explicitly no.
On purpose?
Yes. Sigmar prepares them for the coming conflict. He does not want to demoralize people with the fact that they lost before, basically.
That's a mistake.
Yes, absolutely.
Those who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it.
Yes.
Like, no.
It is explicitly a mistake. Yeah.
It is that is the mistake, because that is what I think would be if everyone knows, hey, because Chaos Chaos's endgame is to destroy the world.
Yes.
You would have way less people who, even in their desperation, would be willing to throw in with Chaos. Because, maybe I get a party for 10 years, but Chaos still wants me dead.
Right.
If you don't have the, no, Chaos wants you dead part, then it does seem like a good deal. Chaos just wants to destroy everything, but whatever, as long as I get power.
Right. The one exception is Teclis told all of his children about the world that was.
I don't like being put in a position where I'm supposed to praise Teclis, Dalton.
Well, to be fair, Teclis told Lumineth about the world that was and the threat that Chaos posed, and that's what led them to make all those horrifying magical super weapons that pulled Slaanesh into the realm.
Right, but also, Teclis combined that with this perfectionist ladder bullshit.
Absolutely
and
correct.
So
yes.
I bet if we could have one and not the other, maybe we just have a little bit more deeper understanding of history and the end results of certain actions, and not, I gotta be the best at building weapons.
Yeah. Walking that line is part of the balancing act of like pushing back against Chaos.
Yeah.
We see part of Sigmar's flaw in like the preparation for that big fight against Chaos.
Just assume everybody's on the same page.
Yes, absolutely. Sigmar always kind of defaults to the assumption that everyone is going to do what is best for others. That's his civilization thing.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't check in with the other gods to make sure they were doing their like preparations right.
Yeah.
That's why it slips past him that, because remember, Chaos got into the mortal realms this time not through the dispossessed and downtrodden,
but to like those who were already had
the nobility.
Yes,
yeah, excess got to them, and Sigmar overlooked that because it's just like incomprehensible to him that someone who already has their needs met would then try more. And
billionaires.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sigmar says billionaires shouldn't exist.
Oh, true. Yeah, for sure. For the next 500 years.
We have a measurement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chaos rules.
Oh, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
Okay.
But it's not forever.
It's not forever.
It's not forever.
This too shall pass.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
And not with everything passing into chaos.
Yeah, right.
Because I assume now Sigmar's going to do a cool thing?
Now Sigmar's going to do a cool thing. We've talked about the Age of Myth. We've talked about the Age of Chaos. The third epic, with an O, of the setting Age of Sigmar, and the one we currently inhabit, and where all the story currently takes place, and also the game takes place.
Yeah.
Is called the Age of Sigmar.
Yes.
And that is what we're going to talk about next episode.
Hell yeah.
And I am just now realizing that I gave my like stinger at the beginning describing what I was and that I didn't talk about it a little bit. So we're going to talk about that real quick right now.
Bet.
In the intro, I said I am your twin-tailed comet, Dalton Montgomery.
You did say that.
I did say that. I'm just going to briefly mention the twin-tailed comet. The twin-tailed comet was a thing from the old world. It was a real like astrological feature. It was a comet that passed over the world inconsistently.
Inconsistently?
Yes.
That's so interesting.
It didn't have a fixed orbit or like a time it would appear like Halley's Comet does.
What was it?
It was the twin-tailed comet is made of warpstone, and its appearance signals a great and upcoming change.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
It is because warpstone is weird, and it follows from belief, and it follows from intent, and it follows from magic. The twin-tailed comet has like continued to exist past the destruction of the world, just not physically. It still appears to herald great change.
That's so spooky.
It's so spooky.
That's so spooky.
It's so spooky. The mortal realms have experienced the twin-tailed comet twice. First, way back. I'm not going to have us go search for it right now, but the very first picture I showed you of Age of Sigmar of Dracothian catching the world that was.
Yeah.
The world flying through the void of space arrives with twin tails.
Oh.
Great change, Sigmar arriving in the realms.
Yeah.
When Sigmar descends from Azir to push back Archaon's advance, his descent is brought with twin tails.
That's pretty cool.
Great change is not always good.
No, that's pretty cool.
And as 500 years come to a close in the Age of Chaos, something else descends from Azir for the first time in 500 years.
Oh.
Heralded by 100 little specks of twin tails.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Very cool!
But that's for next episode. So, thank you as always. I have been your twin-tailed comet, Dalton Montgomery.
And I'm Darren Smart. Keep your snacks safely in the picnic basket.
Thanks for listening.
Take care, everybody.